Well, the American Legion Hanson Post 54, I ran into you guys out at Street Volkswagen, and I'm so proud of the work that y'all do. And I thought, dang it, we need to be checking in with y'all. There's a lot going on. And I was kind of mad at myself because I was like, we need to be talking to our American Legion. And Sandra Dunn is here, Commander, along with Greg Nordyke, our Sergeant at Arms. Tell me the adjutant.
Right.
Adjutant Matt Selmeyer is here. Yes. Okay, good. Adjutant is secretary.
Yes. Right.
For the real layman.
Right.
Person, but it sounds. I mean, it's a good name. Yes. You know what I mean?
Yes. I enjoy it.
Matt. Well, listen. I'm glad y'all are here. One thing that I wanted to talk about, and we've had it here in our studio. We put our flags out. I don't think a lot of people get flag courtesy or flag etiquette.
Right. Right. Now, a lot of people don't get it, and in fact, the American Legion puts out a booklet, Flag Etiquette, and it talks about where do you put the flag in an auditorium or in a stage theater.
Right.
And it goes to the stage right.
So even if I'm on TV, this is something that our production team and myself, even though I'm on TV, it doesn't matter. It's always to the right.
Right. To the right.
Because I feel like on TV, maybe it would be...
No, because it's always on the speaker's right.
Always on? Okay, see? I'm so glad.
Which is the same as stage right.
I'm so glad you said, and I'm going to be honest with y'all. One time our Texas flag was to the right, and I thought, and we had a really nice guy call, and we fixed that. But people don't know, what do you do with a flag? You know, always when you're a kid, they're like, the flag has touched the ground, or our flag is torn, or, you know, what are some of the things to remember?
One of the things you can do with a flag, if it's an all-weather flag, it can be flown during the rainy season and stuff like that. If it's a cotton-based flag that's not made to be out in the elements, then they probably want to pull it down during inclement weather and windy weather. You can clean the flag. And some people say, oh, you can't do that. Well, there happens to be a 15-star flag of the Smithsonian that got cleaned. They spent several years cleaning it. So, yes, you can clean the flag, but you also want to be respectful when you do it. You don't want to just wad it up and throw it in the closet. No, there's a proper procedures for cleaning, which is...
And folding.
And folding. And unfortunately, we could not find our flags because it's still in storage.
Well,
we don't know which box they got put in.
Well, that's okay. What I want people to know is, that brings me to this. There's a big announcement coming for our American Legion, and I know that we're going to wait and talk about that. But right now, the American Legion Post is no more here. The building. The building.
Right. We don't have a building anymore. We sold the building several years ago. The cost of the renovation and upkeep on it had just gone past our means.
Sure.
And so we had a post-election and voted to sell the building. We did, in the process, after we sold the building, purchased new property, and we have a new site. We are putting up a new building over on the Emerald Boulevard in Louisiana.
Oh, okay.
Is where it's going to be at. And we're hoping to have a groundbreaking ceremony next month.
Oh, that's going to be so good. Wanted to show some pictures, and Jackie too, here in a minute, we're going to show. Y'all are having a fundraiser, but I love this because there's so many things in our area that y'all set up and show the fundraiser and sell things to raise money. But this gun right here, we can get a chance on.
Yes. Yes.
And it is it's a World War II?
World War II.
Oh my goodness.
It is a war souvenir.
Oh.
It's actually a bring back from the war, from the Japanese area. In fact, Greg is probably our resident expert on rifle.
Greg, please tell us, because y'all are all over our city right now, you know, doing this fundraiser, and people have a chance. We're going to do this for about a year.
Right.
And get some money raised.
Right. Hopefully, yes.
Yeah, I mean, it's so important. We really need the help.
Right. It's a Type 44 Japanese. It was specifically made as a carbine instead of a long rifle.
Okay.
They made it from 1911 to 1939.
Oh my goodness.
Only made 93,000 of them.
Oh.
It was made for cavalry when they still used horse cavalry. It has an attached bayonet, so it can't be lost.
Right, right, good.
It's
good.
a 6.5 by 50 millimeter caliber. You can buy rounds. It's a little hard to find them, but they are available.
Oh my goodness.
Yes,
And so it's going to be drawn July of 2024.
right.
So if we wanted tickets, how can we I know that y'all are set up. I see Matt and company all set up, but how can we get some tickets if we want them?
You can probably find us at either the gun show or car show.
Okay.
You can also send us mails because we don't have a physical address where we can actually be at.
Right. Social media though, could we
But
get a hold
social
of you
media
there?
through the Facebook page.
Okay.
We do
Good.
have a Facebook page. And also our mailing address is P.O. Box 404,
Okay.
and it's 79102.
Okay. 79102.
Right.
Matt, I'm so glad you came today. You have served 40 years.
Yes, ma'am.
And tell us a little bit about your service to our country.
Well, I went in active duty in 1972, went basic training AIT, went to Fort Carson after my AIT, stayed there for a year, re-enlisted on top of Pikes Peak
Oh my goodness. Whoa.
for Fort Sill, Oklahoma.
Oh.
And from there I went overseas for 3 years to Germany, which I loved. It's a beautiful country. And came back and got out and went straight to reserves and did 33 years reserve time.
Oh my goodness.
And I enjoyed it.
Greg, you were ER
Yes,
nurse for how many years?
42.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. And Sandra, your service?
I enlisted in 75. I went in as a track mechanic and then later transferred over to the transportation.
Oh, wow.
And somewhere along the way ended up with an NBC specialist rating. I'm not sure how that happened. But
Well,
I went through the training and they said, okay, now you're an NBC specialist. And I said, great. Now you get to glow in the dark.
well, you're smart. You're smart. I know that for sure.
I spent 24 years.
Oh my goodness. Well, I'm very proud of y'all. I think our American Legion here in our area is very important. And please come back. We want to keep people in the know. We want them to know about service. And one thing I wanted to ask on your, what do we call these? Caps?
Caps.
I see the star, but I also see a longhorn.
Right.
That's our area.
That's the Texas, Department of Texas.
Yeah.
Each state is a department. Also, we have France has a department. That's the original American Legion post is in France.
Okay.
Because that's when the American Legion started in 1919 at the end of World War I. While the GIs were still over in France, they thought before we go home, we need to get us a voice in Washington. And so they formed up the American Legion, and the Amarillo Post was started in September 1919.
Oh my goodness. Really?
Right.
Yay, good.
Yes.
We've got some good history.
Yes,
well,
we do.
let's please come back and let's talk more. And I'm always glad to see y'all. And again, the work that you do is important. So please know that.
Yes.
And we want to keep it going anytime we can help.
Yeah, we look forward to the next meeting.
Thank you. Thank you.